68% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and a staggering 30% of those, or more than one-third of the U.S. working population that earns $200,000 are in the same boat. So if you're fine with staying broke, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to get rich, you need to stop doing these 7 things immediately. The last 2 may be a bit controversial. By the way, we run a $300 million real estate business portfolio and have sold our last 3 businesses for over $45.2 million. We're going to compress 6 years of business advices into this one video. Stop being an asset, buy assets. Here's the reason why. Earl Nightingale once asked, "Ever wonder why so many people work so hard and honestly without ever achieving anything in particular? And others don't seem to work hard at all, yet they seem to get everything. They seem to have the magic touch." You've heard people talk about the hustle culture, and we get it. We've been there. Work harder, grind more, put in more hours in the hope of achieving success. But what if we told you that the key to success isn't about working harder? No, it's about disconnecting your income generation from your time. The better you are at this, the higher your income potential will be. Rich people, they figured out how to disconnect their income generation from their time. The key is that they've mastered leveraging their skills and resources to create multiple assets. It's like cloning themselves, but even better, so they aren't the assets themselves. Those who fail to figure this out will be stuck in a perpetual financial success plateau, not understanding what's the difference between where they are currently and where they want to be. It's just a few degrees apart. That's how you stop being the only assets in your business. Stop doing everything yourself. When you learn how to leverage, your life will truly change. There's 5 different levels of leverages: team, time, tools, debt, and taxes. Why do we love each level of leverage so much? Because it's the ultimate leverage in business. Wealth truly begins to be created when you learn how to harness all 5 levels effectively. Many people, they make the mistake of trying to work harder in their current level, only to become frustrated because the income doesn't match what they're doing. It all begins with focus. Understand that right now, you might be one leverage or one level away from achieving your next or even your first million. No more starting small. We hear people all the time say, they have to start small in real estate because they don't have the money, the resource, or the know-how. And we used to feel the exact same way. But after attending a real estate conference, we realized that thinking small, buying one rental property at a time, and just waiting for equity to build up won't truly lead us to financial freedom. And if it does, it'll take forever. But how to avoid starting small? The key to breaking away from starting small is a team with people who share your value and your business goals, and those who you know, like, and trust. That's exactly what we did to jumpstart our multifamily apartment investing journey. We formed our own Avengers team. Together, we acquired actually a $6.9 million apartment complex using other people's money. You may say, Pommy, what's other people's money? OPM? We're huge fans of OPM, and here's why. So instead of going it alone with the little bit of money that we had, we teamed up with a whole bunch of other investors who, like us, wanted to buy a larger scale multifamily apartment complex, but didn't have enough money, the track record, the access to profitable deals, or even the expertise to manage these big assets on their own. But together, like the saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats. For example, our $77 million multifamily apartment complex, we actually used $38 million of OPM from other investors just like us. And beyond that, another group of OPM that we used was the loan that we got on the property, which is $40-something plus million. Together, combining those 2 things, we were able to tackle this massive project that we alone would not have been able to achieve. You know how people say your net worth is your net worth? Well, I couldn't agree more. If your circle hasn't changed, but you have, something is off. To achieve what you want, you have to become the kind of person who does the thing that it takes to get what you want. Most people won't change, and you have to stop hanging out with them. Bye, Jakey Jake. No, we kid. We actually love Jakey Jake. We used to hang with a different kind of people, but nowadays our circle is filled with people deep into real estate and wealth accumulation. Every time we meet, we talk real estate. We focus on staying on track with our goals. We don't go alone because it's easy to lose focus. But you surround yourself with people who share your goals and has a direct impact on your net worth. Listening to people who haven't achieved what you want is a recipe for going nowhere. Ask yourself, has a person giving you advice has done the thing that you're aiming to do? If not, it's time to stop listening and find someone else who has. Let me tell you a quick story of our trip to Machu Picchu. Nana and I took the trip there. We were so excited to hike on the mountain, but obviously we didn't know the road. We didn't actually know much about the terrain at all. And luckily for us, we signed up with really experienced guides who told us every step of the way, hey, hike up to this point, rest, eat. Hey, do this with your feet. Like if you get blisters, this is what you do. Don't take this much gear. Take this gear. Waterproof, not waterproof. It's safe to drink this water. It's not safe to drink that water. And ultimately, after 4 days of hiking, yes, it was hard. There's no denying that. We were able to achieve our goal of reaching the top of the mountain. The reason that we were successful is because we had people who've already achieved what we wanted to, were willing to come down the mountain, hold our hands, and go back up the mountain again with us. So the question for you is, who should you listen to? Who will be the person who came on the mountain and are holding your hand back up it to where your success lies. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect. Speed of implementation, it's everything. You don't have to be the smartest or the richest, you just have to take action quickly. When we first raised capital for our first deal, which was a 76-unit multifamily apartment deal, we were far from ready. We didn't have the right tools, we didn't have the resources, we didn't have the skills. But guys, hitting the roadblock after roadblock showed us a massive gap of where we were and where we wanted to be. Back then, there weren't any capital raising consultants or coaching programs like ours, so we had to piecemeal everything together little by little ourselves. We took our fair shares of scars and bruises. Now our goal is to help our clients learn from our mistakes so they can reach success faster. Stop avoiding problems. As entrepreneurs, solving problems is what we do best. It's our job to find the solution that makes a real difference. We're part of the 1% who obsess with our clients' challenges more than they do themselves. We live, we breathe, we think, we sleep of how to overcome their obstacles. Last year, for example, we took on a significant challenge on our latest multifamily apartment acquisition, a mixed-use property that included both apartments and retail space. The problem? Well, the developer had 18 triple net lease units on the ground floor, but after a year and a half, they only managed to lease up 3 of these units, then left 15 out of 18 units vacant. That's a huge problem that we were taking on. Not only was there no income from those empty units, but also we were on the hook for expenses, property tax, insurance, and utilities without anyone to share the load. So we built into our business plan to get this problem solved. Fast forward 13 months, we've secured letter of intent LOIs or signed leases to all but 3 of the units. If everything goes as planned, this could boost the property's value by $10 to $12 million in just 13 months of ownership. Pretty amazing, right? Where else can you solve one problem and create a multiple million-dollar gains for you and your investors? So remember, the fastest path to cash is your ability to solve other people's problems. And you combine this with the one skill set, which I'll break down in this video, you'll get ahead of 99% of the people.